Hi students, in today's video, we are going to see how to evaluate the double integral. That too, by using the changing the order of integration. So what is the meaning for changing the order of integration? Whenever we have a double integral, function of xy, dy, dx, in that case, if I can change its order, that is, the inner integral with respect to x and outer integral with respect to y. Why I want to do this change? Sometimes the evaluation of the function f of x comma y might be complicated if I do according to the order given in the question. In that case, if I do a small change, that is the changing the order of integration, in that case, the evaluation might be simple. So we are going for changing the order of integration and then evaluation of double integral. To explain this concept, I have taken one example problem. Now you read the problem. So what it is given in the problem, it is given that double integral 0 to a inner integral y, which is varying from and x to a, then the function is e power minus y divided by y dy dx. So now here dy is given, that means the inner integral is with respect to y. And here outer integral operator is dx, that means the outer integral is integration is with respect to x. Now, if I do the integration as it is, my complicated integral part will be the resultant. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change its order. Now, while changing the order, if the limits of the variables are constants, all the upper and lower limits are constants for both the variables, then I can change the order as it is with together with the limits so that evaluation of the double integral is easy. But if the inner integral y, which is varying from x to a, then in that case, y is a function which is a function of x, that is, y is a dependent function here. If it is so, I can't change the order as I wish, and I need to find out by using the region of integration, the new set of limits after changing the order. So we'll now see what are the cases we have now before changing the order. So I'm going to write what and all I'm having before changing the order of integration. So before changing the order of integration, y is dependent variable. Okay. Y is dependent variable. Then what else I have? Y varies from what is the lower limit for y? Y is equal to x to y is equal to a. And the outer integral, which is corresponding to the variable x, varies from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. So now what I have done, I have written whatever is given in the problem statement. Okay. So now we'll move on to constructing the region of integration. So how I'm going to construct the region of integration? You take the dependent variable limits first. Then the dependent variable limits is here y equal to x. So I am drawing the line y equal to x in a two-dimensional plane where x-axis is nothing but y equal to 0 and y-axis is nothing but x is equal to 0. Then the upper limit for y is equal to a. So this I am going to draw. Y equal to a here I have drawn. It is nothing but a line parallel to y-axis. Then x limits. X is equal to 0 is the lower bound, which is nothing but the y-axis in our diagram. Then x is equal to a is a line parallel to a y-axis. So now I got a square and the region of integration is nothing but the shaded portion. Why I have shaded only the upper triangle, not the lower triangle? Since I have to identify the region of integration for this particular problem where the dependent variable y varies from y equal to x to y is equal to a. So that is nothing but the diagonal line y equal to x to y equal to a. So this portion enclosed by these two straight lines are nothing but your region of integration. Now, we are going to change its order. Okay, once if I change its order, I need new set of limits. So I'll see what are the new limits now. So after changing the order, how I'm going to get, I'll be getting the other way when compared to the before changing the order. So X is dependent variable now. You see the before changing cases, before changing the order, what I have Y to be the dependent variable. Now X is the dependent variable. Yes. Now we'll come to the limits for X. So first of all, I have to find out always dependent variable limits. So here X varies from, go to your region of integration. For identifying the X limits, I have to draw line parallel to Y, the line parallel to X axis. Yeah, I'm drawing a strip which is parallel to X axis. Why? I want to identify the limits for X. Now, what is the starting point of the strip? X is equal to 0. What is the ending point of the strip? X is equal to Y. That is nothing but the diagonal line. So I'm going to write down the limits. X is equal to 0 to X is equal to Y. Now, what is the next case I have? Now I'm going for identifying the Y variable limits. So Y variable limits is Y varies from where to where. Why you generally know why where it varies. It varies along the Y axis. So our region starting point is origin in the Y axis and the ending point is Y is equal to A. So Y varies along the Y axis. In your region, the starting point of Y is 0 and the ending point of Y is A. So this is what I'm going to write here for Y limits, which is nothing but Y varies from Y equal to 0 to Y is equal to A. Now, we'll move on to the problem. So what is our problem now? Our problem is nothing but this is our question. So based on this, I'm going to write now the solution after changing the order. So after changing the order, our integration now becomes double integral. The inner integral is x, which varies from 0 to y. Outer integral is y, which varies from 0 to a. The function f of x comma y is here, e power minus y divided by y into the inner integral is with respect to x, outer integral is with respect to y. Now I'm going to evaluate the inner integral. So as you all know, integration, the function is completely independent of x. So integral dx is x together with a constant. Here the constant is e power minus y into y within the limits 0 to y. This limit is for only x term. Now applying the limits, I'll be getting integral 0 to a e power minus y divided by y. Upper limit substitution is y, lower limit substitution is 0. Y minus 0 is y. So cancelling the like terms, I'll be getting integral e power minus y, whose solution is e power minus y by minus 1. As you all know, integral e power minus ax is e power minus ax by minus a within the limits 0 to a. This is nothing but minus e power minus a minus e power 0 is 1. So I've applied the limits. Upper limit is a and lower limit is 0. So taking the minus sign inside, I'll be getting this to be my solution. So hope you would have understood the problem. If you want, you can just go through the video again. Thank you.